What's going on? All right, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Who invited you out tonight? I'm gonna get YouTube prepared real quick, and then we're gonna get started. You guys are in for a treat, man. If the name of the game for you is to build generational wealth, then that's what we want to help you do. So if you're checking us out on YouTube, hopefully the camera is not too close. But I want to make sure that you can see the board. So let me double check my monitor on YouTube. And then we'll get the Facebook stream set up. Welcome. Now's a good time to go ahead and get you something cold to drink. And okay, YouTube is looking okay. All right, so how many of you guys are serious about generational wealth, man? If money was no object for you right now, what would you be doing with it? Right? Say, for instance, you won that big Powerball of $1 billion a couple weeks back, man. Where would you be? Right? As we're preparing the stream, I want to just have a little dialogue real quick. I promise we will get started here very shortly. Regina said investing in real estate. What's up, Mojo? If money was no object, I want you to let me know what you would be doing right now if you had hit that Powerball of $1 billion. And we're a couple minutes before. We're actually right at 10:30, so let's let people jump on. I'm going to go ahead and create the Facebook stream, so give me 1 second. Traveling the world, I like that. 1 second, YouTube. All right. Got my stool, man. I am not gonna be able to stand up this whole time, but I want to give y'all a good overview of what it is that we're doing. Hey, YouTube, I can see your comments as well. Go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Also, if someone invited you to this webinar, go ahead and let us know who invited you. Or if you're here because you follow the Financial Health Mentor, that is cool as well. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the stream on Facebook, and we're gonna get you in and out of here. Tonight. A lot of people have some good comments, traveling the world, buying real estate. So I'm going to show you how we can put you in position to do just that with a measly $30 investment. I'm going to show you how to overcome the challenges that are killing your finances right now. And then ultimately, once you overcome those, you'll see that building wealth is not incredibly challenging, but we just haven't been taught the rules of the wealthy. And they trip, man. They let this information fall into the wrong hands, y'all. Because I'm telling everybody that I know what it takes to build wealth and exactly how to do that. How to flip 30 into a fortune. All right, so we are solid. All right, let me do this. Get ready to rock and roll, man. I'm excited, man. Hopefully you guys are equally as excited. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get this thing started, man. Tell me why you guys ain't getting ready to go to the clubs and stuff, man. Y'all up on a Friday night watching a webinar when y'all could be in the club somewhere. What's up with that? Y'all about this wealth building life? I know if you my age, man, I started getting sleepy right around 9 o'clock. I actually had to take a nap before this webinar. So, cause this ain't what I do, man. I'm grinding hard throughout the day, and I'm just trying to make sure that my family is straight. And that's it, man. I don't have a whole lot of time to do a whole lot of other stuff, man, until I get money as an issue out of the way. And I got a sneaky suspicion that y'all feel the same way too. So let me just get this shared over to my timeline. There we go. All right. Put that on mute. All right, so here we go. For those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as a financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, right? And it is my mission. I believe that I was called on this earth to help people, to help empower people economically through entrepreneurship, right? There was a reason that that things went on in my life the way they did. Largely because I've been an entrepreneur since I was born. And you can imagine if you have a certain makeup based on how you were wired, and how you're wired goes against the grain of how 98% of everybody else is wired. So people didn't get me as a youngster. I was that weird dude. I walked around and people couldn't figure me out because I was always in deep thought. I was just different, right? And now I know that the reason for that difference is because I was an entrepreneur. I'm a problem solver. I was always trying to figure things out, and I couldn't understand for the life of me why the adults at that time just was not figuring stuff out. I'm like, this is a problem, let's solve it, right? But then as you grow older, you start to realize that there's this thing called the status quo, right? And what happens is the older you get in life, the more you start to shrink yourself down into the proverbial box and start conforming to what we now know as the status quo. Well, I just didn't want to do that much longer. So I've always been the type who's been looking for ways to allow my entrepreneurial spirit to flourish. I've been always been trying to extend and spread my entrepreneurial wings. And I don't know how many entrepreneurs we have on the line tonight, but some of you realize that it literally causes friction in a lot of areas of your life. So you have to be around other entrepreneurs to help you buffer and help you cope with the non-entrepreneurial pressure that we get. So as an entrepreneur, and in the last 4 years or so, I've helped thousands of people get on the road to building their own financial legacies with a simple strategy that I'm going to show you tonight. And tonight, if it makes sense to you, I'm just going to do this right here, right now, because I hate going to seminars and going to webinars, and they're giving you all this great information and they want you to retain it, but really the only thing I'm really thinking about, I can't even retain the information because I'm wondering how much is it going to cost. So I don't want you to waste any time, man. Listen, time is all life is. I don't know if you guys really get that. All life is time, right? So the last thing I want to do is waste any of your time. I don't want to waste any of my time. So if you like what you see, it's going to cost you $30 tonight to get started, and then $35 per month to maintain your membership with us. Right? Is that fair that I just give you that right up front? If you like what you see tonight, it'll cost you $30 to get started, actually less than $30 to get started, and about $35 per month to maintain your membership. Is that fair to get that out of the way? I want everybody to go ahead and write that down. Put $30 to start, $35 per month in the chat so we can just get away from that. So we can get that out of our head. Everybody cool with that? Right? $30 to start, $35 per month. Put that in the chat so everybody knows going forward as they're starting to see this and other people are coming on. I don't want people in the middle of the presentation asking how much it's going to cost. $30 to start, $35 per month. And the other reason that I like to do that up front is because now you guys are going to make me earn my $30. You guys are going to make me earn my $35 per month, right? Come on, let's be clear. Now that you know what it's going to cost, you're going to put me to the test that I give you $30 worth of value and that I show you $35 per month is worth it, right? All right, so let's get into it, man. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you about a wealth building concept known as income shifting. You're taking notes, income shifting. And all that simply means is we're going to shift our income back from the entities that's currently getting it from us. You say, okay, Cortez, who's getting my income right now? Well, let's look at it. Uncle Sam, right? And what's cool, this program, this process right here, we're actually going to get Uncle Sam to pay for it. But right now, Uncle Sam is getting our money. Who else is getting our money from us? Big business. The banks. Right? And then because of the way our money is created and produced, then we have to have an answer for inflation, meaning the cost of the dollar is always losing value. So you need to be able to do something with your money that's going to allow your money to grow faster than the rate of inflation. So if you're tracking with me right now, I'm going to show you how to get your money back from Uncle Sam, how to then use that money to get your money back from the bank so you can get yourself out of debt, and then position you to start growing your money faster than the rate of inflation. So by the time you're passing that money down to your next generation, it's going to be stupid money. Is everybody cool with me talking about stupid money? I'm not talking about, $500,000, $250,000. I'm talking about stupid money. See, we're here to teach you how to build a generational legacy so that your family never, ever has to worry about money. I want to ask y'all something real quick. Do you think the Rockefellers got stupid money? Do you think their family is worried about money? Do you think the Carnegies got stupid money, right? You think their family is ever worrying about money? You think they're ever going broke, right? Do you think the Gates, do you think the Zuckerbergs of the world, do you think the Jeff Bezos, talk stupid money, you think they're going broke anytime soon? You think their kids are going to be able to mess that thing up, right? If you understand how to get your money back and to position yourself today, you don't have to worry about that either, right? So let's get into it. I want to help you understand a few fundamentals really quickly. Then I'm going to show you how this system works, and then how you can plug into it and take advantage of it. So let me move my board over a little bit because I think y'all can see a little bit better. Yeah, if we did it like that. All right. So the first thing you have to understand in this economy, in this country, if you're in America or if you're a U.S. citizen, the first thing that you have to understand is this. How you make your money is way more important than how much money you make. I want y'all to write that down, man, because that's a powerful statement. How you make your money is way more important than how much money you make, right? And if you guys are tuning in on Facebook, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the share button for me. And I want to bless as many people as we possibly can tonight, right? And then the other thing is we have an affiliate program with what we do. So you might be able to benefit from sharing this with some people on your timeline. So make sure you share this. YouTube, you guys do the same thing. So what do you mean, Cortez? How you make your money is more important than how much you make. Because in this economy, we have something called taxes. And the tax law is based on, hear me out. A lot of people think that when we're talking about tax brackets, we're talking about how much money somebody makes. Now, that factors into your tax equation, but really more importantly, how you make that money is what determines how you're taxed. So you can make your money in a couple ways in this economy. Number one, you can make your money with a W-2 or a job. That's basically you making money with your labor, right? Number two, you can make money with a 1099. See, these numbers are just tax codes. They're just codes. And if you don't understand these codes, you could find yourself left in the dark. Or in other words, you make money in business, selling a product, providing a service, right? So 1099 or business, or you can make your money with money, i.e. investing, right? These are the three ways that you can bring in money in this economy. If you do it with a job, there's nothing wrong with that, and you'll never hear me bashing anybody with a job. There's nothing wrong with a job. However, if you're making money with your labor, you're going to be taxed 28 to 33%. That's a third of your money gone to Uncle Sam before you even bring home your check. Guys, and this is just income tax. What about sales tax? What about personal property tax? What about real estate tax, school tax, gas tax? Come on now. 33% of your check is gone before you get it. Then you pay about 7, 8, or 9%, depending on the city and the county you live in, on every purchase you make. So you're about 40% of your income gone because of taxes. But watch this. As a business, if you're making money and you're using the tax code, how it's set up for business, then you, my friend, are going to have a net effect of about 18 to 23% in taxes, right? Big difference. 28 to 33 if you make money with labor. If you make money with business, 18 to 23%. But when you make money with money, you're going to pay less than 15%. Now you might be saying, Cortez, that's not fair. I ain't here to argue with what's fair or what's not. The system says if you want the least amount of taxes coming out of your pay, then you need to be making money in business or making money with money as an investor. See, I learned a long time ago that you don't hate the player and you don't hate the game, you just learn how to play it. So for the last 3.5, almost 4 years, I spend more of my time learning how to play than I spend crying about it not being fair. Donald Trump says not paying, President Donald Trump, I do respect the office, President Trump says not paying taxes makes him smart. So the way I think is, if I pay taxes, that makes me dumb. So I need to figure out what he knows and how he's able to not pay taxes. Clearly, there's a legal way to do it because he's not in jail. He's actually the president of the United States, right? So how you make your money determines how you're taxed in this country, right? So here's why this is fair, and you might want to argue with me on this or not, but when you went to your job, was the building already there? When they first hired you, when you went in, did they already have lights, gas, water, heat? Did they already have laptops and computers to give you? See, when you went to that job, you didn't bring anything to the table but you. Right? So you don't get any tax breaks. Your job provided the environment for you to be able to come and make a living. So the government says, we're going to give the tax breaks to the business owner. So that's why they get all the write-offs and the employees don't. And when the businesses want to expand their inventory, when they want to expand their infrastructure, when they want to grow so they can hire more people, they need capital. So they go and get it from the investors. So the investors are top dogs. They pay least taxes of them all. Hopefully this is making sense to you. So now you no longer get frustrated. You just say, you know what? I can't afford to leave my job right now, but I understand that business owners pay less taxes. So instead of leaving the job, how about I just marry a 1099 with my W-2? And that's what I want to teach you tonight, the benefits of doing that. So don't leave your job, add a business to it. First thing that you're going to be able to do, and we call this cash flow management. First thing you're going to be able to do is adjust your Form W-4 on your job. That's the form that you told your employer how much taxes to take out of your check. When you adjust that on your job, when you add a business to what you're doing, that's going to allow you to bring anywhere from $200 to $600 per month back into your household. Now, do me a favor, whether you're in the webinar room or you're watching us online, if you've already income shifted, you started cash flow management with our system, I want you to put in the chat, in the comments, how much money was shifted back to your household when you did that first strategy. See, we want you to understand how to strategize your way to wealth. How much money came back into your household when you added your 1099 to your W-2? For me personally, it was $270 per month. I see somebody say $200 a month, right? On Facebook, I see some numbers starting to pop up over there, right? $800 per month for Kevin Shaw. So just by marrying a business to the W-2, it brought back for Kimberly Whitfield $250 a month, Joseph McKee $350 a month, Thurman Caldwell $250 a month, Regina $370 per month. See, just in this strategy, having a business already put money in your pocket. This money was normally going to Uncle Sam. It's now coming back to us. And remember how much I told you it was going to cost you if this made sense to you? $30 to start, $35 per month. If this is going to allow you to get $200 to $600 per month, one of the things that people often ask me is, Cortez, how long does the membership last? And my response is simply this. As long as you are willing to trade $35 a month for $200 a month, $35 a month for $600 a month, $35 a month for $800 a month in Kevin Shaw's play. See, having a home-based business pays for itself when you understand this as a strategy. So strategy number one for us is cash flow management. Adjust your W-4 form because you're going to marry a business to your W-2. That's going to bring $200 to $600 per month back into your household. Now watch this. We often heard it said, and I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you heard somebody say this in your community, right? It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Anybody ever heard that said? Put a 1 in the comments if you ever heard somebody say that. It's not what you make, it's what you keep, right? And I agree with that to a degree, right? But it's also what you do with what you keep. See, if I help you do this and put $600 a month back into your household, and you take this $600 a month and you go right over here on page in 170 and you go to the rent-a-rim place and you rent rims for your car every month, is it really about what you make? Is it really about what you keep? If you're doing something ignorant with it, as my man Kanye West would say, I want to go ignorant, right? It's not about what you keep if you're doing the wrong thing with what you keep, right? Ladies, you ain't off the hook because you might want to go get some Brazilian every month. You might want to go get a new bag every month. See, is it about what you keep then? Or is it about what you're doing with what you keep? No, what we want you to do is take that extra $200 to $600 and eliminate debt. Remember we said one of the 4 things that was killing your income was your debt, right? You're paying interest instead of earning interest. So we need you to take that $200 to $600 and pay off your debt. While you're at it, you might as well minimize expenses, right? Look at your budget and see exactly where your money is going. Pull out your bank statements the last 90 days and go line by line and see where your money actually is going. I know where you think it's going, but you need to see where it's actually going, right? Minimize your expenses. In addition to that, you might as well take our smart credit system and fix your credit. And some people say, well, Cortez, how does that fit into cash flow management? See, the name of the game is to free up as much cash as you absolutely can and get as much of it back from these entities that's robbing you from it every month. So if I had better credit, then I can go refinance the van, my car note on my van and get a lower payment. So say my car note is $500 a month. Well, if I had less than ideal credit when I entered that agreement, now my credit is $750. I can refinance that note and it goes from $500 a month down to $350. Did I just free up $150 worth of cash flow? So inside our membership, that again is how much? $30 to start, $35 per month. In that membership is our business, which is going to allow you to free up $200 to $600 a month, getting back from taxes. It's also our debt elimination system and software, our minimize expense strategy, and our credit repair. Guys, you can start credit repair tonight for $30. And then as we start working on your credit, if you're seeing the results of what we told you, then you pay $35 a month to maintain your membership. Guys, we got people boosting their credit. Guys, do me a favor. If you're already part of our system, you've seen your credit score go up because of the strategies in the smart credit system, I want you to put a short testimony. What was the increase in credit score points that you've seen so far? I recently filed a bankruptcy, guys, and my credit score jumped up 100 points because I used some strategies in our smart cash flow system after bankruptcy, right? If you've already used the smart credit system, I want you to give the people who are watching, who are guests here, give them an idea of what you've seen happen to your credit score in the last jump 50 points in 2 months, right? This is included in our membership, right? I went from from 640 to 784. 120 points, says Kelsey Ann Reed. 525 to 780. Using our system, guys. So you guys are holding me to whether or not 129 points, says Minister Rosetta. Right? You're holding me to whether or not I'm going to earn $30. Is this alone worth $30? Would you pay $35 a month for a system that'll put $200 to $600 a month back into your pocket, help you fix your credit, help you get rid of debt, and help you manage your overall cash flow? Would you pay $35 per month for that? 208 points in 10 months, says Lawrence Haley. Right? See, we're not playing any games here. We want you to understand how the money game is played. Anthony says, yes, that's worth $35. Joseph McKee says, yes, $35 a month makes sense to him. Would you pay $35 a month for a system that will put $200 to $600 a month in your pocket, that will minimize your expenses, help you get out of debt, fix your credit, and manage your overall cash flow? Right? But that's just one of our strategies. In addition to minimizing your taxes with the W-4 form, I want you guys to call out some bills that you're going to pay whether or not you partner with us tonight. You got some bills that's going to show up in your mailbox every single month, whether you partner with us and do income shifting or not, right? Some of those bills like what? Cell phone, internet, utilities. What else? We got cell phone, hospital. What else? We got bills that are showing up every month. You got to pay for somewhere to live. So that might be rent or mortgage. Right? What else? We're talking about every single month. You got these bills. You're going to put some miles on your vehicle. You're going to pay something to keep that thing maintained, maybe a note. You're going to feed yourself, I'm sure. All right, clothes. What about those little whippersnappers that run around your house calling you mama and daddy? How much are they costing you every month, right? See, why am I bringing this up? Because what you got to understand about an employee versus a business owner, an employee says, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to pay taxes, and then I'm going to try to live off what's left. That's what you're saying if you're an employee only. You're saying, I'm going to work first, I'm going to pay taxes second, then I'm going to try to spend or live off what's left. Here's what a business owner says. My business works first, my business gets to spend second, then it pays taxes on what's left. Now again, some of y'all are saying, see Cortez, that's what I'm talking about. That just ain't fair. If that's your disposition, then I'm going to have to ask you to exit the stream because you're missing the whole point. We are past the point of trying to determine what's fair and what ain't fair. What you need to understand is it may not be fair, but it's legal. And since it's legal, I can learn to use a business so my business works first, then my business pays its cell phone bill, internet bill, utilities, hospital bills, mortgage, vehicle, insurance, food, clothes, kids. Second, then I pay taxes on what's left. These are called tax write-offs. See, I didn't make the system. Cortez didn't put the system in place, y'all. So I'm not complaining about the system. If the system says me having a business can save me anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000 per year in taxes, then I'm just going to follow the rules of the system. I ain't going to argue with it. I ain't going to argue against it. I'm not going to try to convince people that it's not fair, that it should be fair. I'm not trying to overhaul the system. I'm just going to understand the rules, and I'm going to play not to win. I'm going to play to dominate. So now, because you have a business that you married with your W-2, you cleaned up your cash flow, got $200 to $600 a month, paid off some debt, minimized your expenses, fixed your credit, all of that. Then, in addition to minimizing taxes here, you then learn how to write off your lifestyle. All the stuff that you're spending money on right now can legally, ethically, and morally become tax deductible if you understand the rules of the game. And the IRS said, as long as you have a business that you work in an attempt to make a profit, you work that business regularly, and you keep good records, you can write off all the stuff that Google is writing off. You can write off all the stuff that Pepsi and Walmart is writing off. Any other business has got all of these write-offs. Well, guess what? I got them too, including wages, right? I got a 17-year-old son in the other room. Goes to work for me in my business. Instead of giving him an allowance, I write him a check from my business so that I can get that tax deduction. He takes the money and he goes and pays for his basketball club fees, his shoes, whatever he needs to do with it. But I just got a write-off for his lifestyle, just like I'm writing off my lifestyle. Have I earned your $35 a month yet? Or are we tracking? Have I earned the $35 a month yet? Sonia says, how does it work if you have no W-2? All right. If you don't have a W-2, still adding our 1099 to any other business, we have a lot of barbers, a lot of tax preparers, a lot of hairstylists, a lot of insurance agents and real estate agents who are straight W-2. And I mean, they're straight 1099. They don't have a W-2, but they're able to use this to minimize their taxes by writing off some of the same stuff. And then they use this to create an additional stream of income as well. And they do the same thing. They minimize their expenses. They fix their credit. They get the tax write-offs, which is going to save them in taxes. They make some money with our business income, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And then they use all of that to get out of debt. So even if you're not a W-2, you can still income shift. My girl Carolyn Deal is a great example of that. She said, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, I'm a real estate agent. But what she did was, she took our strategy and said, wait a minute, let me go and find some money. Let me cut out some of these expenses. Let me fix my credit. That's going to allow me to refinance some things. It's going to allow me to get some better interest rate on my credit cards and on my card notes. And that's going to bring up some extra money for me. And I'm going to take that extra money and I'm going to start getting out of debt with it. And then I'm going to go out here and I'm going to market this system and I'm going to introduce it to other people, and the company is going to pay me over and over for introducing this to other people. And I'm going to take that money and get myself out of debt as well. Right? And last but not least, guys, once you got yourself out of debt, once you minimize your expenses, you fix your credit, you freed up your cash flow, you start writing off your lifestyle, you start teaching other people how to do this, you start making some business income with us. Now, the name of the game is for you to learn how to invest and get double-digit returns. Right? And I'm going to show you that tonight if you guys want to see that. But I got just one question, man. If we can teach you this, you can put this system in to work for you in your life, is it worth $35 per month? Is this worth $35? Have I earned my $35 per month yet? Now, this is the education of what you'll be learning. But your $35 a month also covers the tools that you're going to need to execute this game plan. So you got $35 a month is going to get you the education, but it's also going to get you the tools, our cash flow manager and our cash flow strategist, our smart credit system, your website and your back office, you're going to get the tools that you need also to execute this. See, the IRS says you have to keep good records, so we give you a record keeping app for your phone. Take a picture of your receipt, who, what, when, how much you paid on that particular expense, and your record keeping is done on the fly. See, we give you the tools to execute the game plan as well. Now, if you guys agree that it's worth $35 a month and you're willing to pay $35 per month, don't you feel that everybody you know needs a system like this to start building wealth? Right? How many of you guys are responsible for some other people that don't live in your house? Right? People always coming to you for a few dollars. Right? People always need a ride. People always want to borrow your car. Sometimes you find yourself in those positions, right? Well, what if you can put this system in front of somebody who could use this and start building themselves up so they don't have to call on you so frequently? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. So really quickly, if you're ready to take this to the next level and you're ready to go ahead and get started, then I want you to say, I'm ready, and I want you to hashtag or @ the person who invited you to this webinar. Because I want you guys to get in right now, because this is actually a wealthathon. We have a certain number of people that we want to bring onto our team, our organization. We call ourselves financial freedom fighters, right? We're fighting for the financial freedom of our families first, but then we are willing to fight for your family's financial freedom as long as you're willing to participate in your own rescue. So if you're in, I want you to say, I'm in, and I want you to hashtag or tag the person who invited you to this webinar so we can get you started tonight, right? And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can make money by introducing this system to everybody else. Anybody else want to see how you can make some money, some passive and residual income by introducing this to other people? Let me just show you this real quick. So we've got two, I'm ready. Nefertiti says I'm ready. Nico says I'm ready. We need you to tag the person who invited you to this webinar, Nico and Nefertiti. Let us know who invited you or whose page you're seeing this on Facebook so we can get you the link that you need to join tonight. We need you to get you the link that you need to join tonight. So I need you to do @ whoever invited you out tonight. I see somebody in the webinar room said Thurman invited them. Thurman, if you're on Facebook, jump in the webinar room and get that person going tonight, because I want you guys to really, I want you guys to see how this thing really works, man. I want you to be successful. And I want you to be able to share this video, tag some friends in this video, and you can get them started tonight, and you can make your $30 back tonight. Yep. Lakeisha, okay, she says she's got you, Thurman, you hooked her 30 days ago. Says, no one invited me. Whose page are you seeing it on, Priscilla? If you're seeing it on the Financial Health Mentor, let me show you really quickly how it benefits you if you share this with other people, right? If you share this with other people, you can make some passive and residual income, right? Just gonna show you how our system works really quickly. Right now, we're in the middle of a holiday promotion, so you're gonna pay $30 to get started. $30 to get started, and then $35 per month, right? The first person you introduce to our system, the company, which is called MyEcon, is going to pay you an $8 commission. The second person that you introduce to our system, which is called Income Shifting, MyEcon is going to pay you another $8. Then the third person that you introduce to our system, MyEcon, is going to give you a raise and pay you $28. Everybody following so far? So you're going to pay $8, and you're going to get paid $8 on the first two people that you introduce to our income shifting system. And then the third person you introduce, MyEcon, is going to pay you a $28 one-time commission. But watch this. Let's say this is John. and you introduce John to the system. And John says, you know what, I got a brother and a cousin that would love to work in a system like this because they're always talking about building generational wealth. They just don't know how to do it, but this system explains it, breaks it down perfectly, right? So John says, okay, I'm going to bring my sister Sue in. And when Sue comes on board, John is going to make the same $8 on his first person that you made on your first person. And then my econ is going to pay you a $20 override. Now watch this. When John brings his brother Sid in, now he brought Sue in, he brought Sid in. John is going to make $8 again because this is one of his first two. You're going to make another $20 override, right? Pretty cool, huh? But my econ is so generous that this doesn't stop here. When Sue brings on her first two, she's going to make $8 on her first two, but guess what? My econ is going to pay you another $20 override on each one of those two. When Sid brings in his first two, he's going to make $8. Everybody makes $8 on their first two. My econ is going to pay you another $20 override per person. And that goes on through infinity on everybody's first two. You just keep getting that $20 override over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Right? Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that's how you can not only fix your finances with this system, but if you want to participate in our optional team building affiliate program, then you can do that as well. And you can literally put some gasoline on the fire, right? So Priscilla said pyramid, familiar with the system. It was popular back in the 90s. And we get that a lot because a lot of people don't understand the power of leveraged income, especially when they're coming from a world where they're used to leveraged income. But let me ask you guys a question because I want to address this and no need to get belligerent. It's a legitimate question. People want to know is this network marketing? Yes, we have an optional network marketing portion of our business. But let me ask you something because I don't want you to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And a lot of people do that when they see our program. If we can put you in business and you can get a $200 to $600 raise on your job, do you have to sell a product or recruit anybody to do that? The answer is no. If you can then take that $200 to $600 from adjusting your W-4 form and use that to get out of debt, do you have to participate in our optional direct sales or network marketing opportunity? No, but you got yourself out of debt. If you can then, once you get yourself out of debt, take the $200 to $600, take the money that was going to the banks and use all of that and start investing to get a double-digit return on your investments, do you have to sell or recruit to do that? Absolutely not. So I don't want you to get confused with our optional business income system for the go-getters out there. I want you to understand that whether you take a part of this or not, you can still build multi-generational wealth without selling a product or recruiting a single person in our system. Does everybody get that? Right? So this is why we don't get upset when people say, is it a pyramid? Most of the time they're asking, is it network marketing? Yes, we have a network marketing component to what we do. I don't think the young lady or the person is calling me a crook, because pyramids are illegal. So I don't think she's saying, is this illegal? She's saying, is this network marketing? A lot of people have had bad experiences with network marketing, so they don't want any parts of it. And I get it, right? But if the network marketing company you had a problem with, if they taught you income shifting while you were building and learning how to sell and recruit, then I think you would have had a better experience, right? And that's what I thought. Priscilla says she's not calling me a crook. She just want to know, is this a network marketing option? And it is. We do have a network marketing component, but it's optional. A lot of people who are millionaires in our company did not do this part very well, if at all. They got an extra few $100s in their paycheck because they adjusted their W-4. They took that money and they used it to get out of debt. And then once they got out of debt, they used our investment education and started learning how to get double-digit returns on their investment. They built massive investment portfolios that led to having discretionary income to invest in things like real estate, crypto, other traditional businesses, and they became multi-millionaires without this piece. But then we also have people who in 4 months put an extra $250,000, $350,000 in their pocket because they went and told a boatload of people about this wonderful credit repair system and this debt elimination system and how to minimize taxes and learn how to invest. So we have the best of both worlds. So I think Priscilla said, is it a hybrid? It's definitely a hybrid. So again, if you are serious and you're ready to rock and roll, I want you to comment, I'm in, and then I want you to tag the person who invited you on this webinar. Just hit @ whoever invited you on this webinar. And what I'm going to do real quick for those of us who are just hanging out, because again, this is what we do, guys. So I don't have anywhere to be. I don't. So I'm going to show you how, I was going to show you how to make an extra $43,000 with this part, but let me just show you real quick what our investment education can do for you. So let me jump in the screen share real quick. Sorry, YouTube, you don't get to see the investment education piece, but hopefully if you like what you saw, I want you to get back with whoever shared this video with you, tagged you in this video, invited you to come take a look at this information. If it was me, if you're watching this on my channel, then I'll be glad to go ahead and get you started tonight. I'll put the link in the comments, and all you got to do is click there, get yourself registered. I'll put my phone number in there as well. And then once you completed the registration, just inbox me that you are, or text me that you're in, so I can get you in our private Facebook group and get you trained up and rocking and rolling, right? So I appreciate you on YouTube, but we're going to kill the YouTube stream because you can't see the screen share. So